June 23rd, he calls Carlos de Oliveira, his maintenance supervisor, and they spoke for 24 minutes. June 24th, final subpoena arrives, and while Nauta gets a message Trump wants to see him, so Nauta changes plans and travels to Mar-a-Lago. June 25th, Nauta is alleged to have met de Oliveira, and they both walked around pointing out specific surveillance cameras. June 27th, de Oliveira takes employee number 4 into an audio closet and is alleged to have told him the boss wanted the server deleted. A few hours later, Nauta and de Oliveira walked through the bushes to an adjacent property to chat. A couple hours after that, Trump calls de Oliveira. How do you interpret this, Charles? Is it hard evidence that Trump did do anything specific?
Alex, I interpret this like a poorly written Hardy Boys mystery novel by an 11-year-old who just learned to write stories. I mean, this is like Keystone Cop, terrible planning by what I would say are some of the most inept criminals in the world in terms of their planning. You're talking about these backdoor meetings and going through tunnels with flashlights to try to ultimately point out security cameras. Listen, no, this is not necessarily a smoking gun. I will acknowledge that as a former prosecutor. But what I can tell you is that when you're putting together this circumstantial evidence and you have the actual details of certain conversations, you are able to establish the minimum threshold for what he has to, Jack Smith that is, do in front of a jury to prove intent. And that is that there was an intent to erase the actual data on these video cameras. That's the issue, and that's what Jack Smith has to prove and establish. And this timeline, combined with the information that we know through the existence of these cooperating witnesses, all but does that in front of a jury beyond a reasonable doubt. And so I don't necessarily think that on its own, on its face, no, it may not be a conviction by itself, but when you put it all together, when you put the linchpin of the testimony from the cooperating witnesses, it really does create a very cohesive and very persuasive narrative, which is why Jack Smith has such a strong case.